Hey, it's Ken! Okay, cool. Alright, I'm supposed to, like, do this whole, like, question thing. And it's... Ooh, anyway. So, I had a request to have him back in here for he's here, another video. And these are those infamous questions I asked for. I haven't really gone over them. And a couple of them, you people, I had to reword because they didn't make sense. I don't know where you people come from, but apparently some of you don't know the English language as well as I thought you did, because I had to like redo it in your training, and I had to like seriously like
gotta do something to pass the time.
I guess. So he's gonna read the questions, and I'm gonna attempt to answer them. Let's see how this goes. So, oh god.
Do you always invite your guests on and don't mention their names?
Oh, well, they know it's who you are.
Okay.
Randy.
So, all right. The informative questions that your listeners want to hear.
Yeah, you
The
got mine.
answers to.
Okay, yeah. Before we get too crazy here, you guys, I put the thing out there. I gotta get more in the shot here.
Yeah,
You
I'm
guys
blind, so-
asked. Yeah, he's like. You guys, I said any question, and you guys
Any
were not-
question?
they were not shy about.
Any.
Yeah, and they were not shy about asking questions.
Brave.
So I had to go through these and kind of, they're not even like categorized, they're just on there. So this is going to be fun.
Not even categorized. Again, absolutely no prep whatsoever.
We're just winging it.
I just came off the road from 2 days straight.
Yeah, and now we're going to attempt to do this. Actually, no.
Yes, obviously, that should be the focus.
Well, here, I can.
How generous. Okay, anyway.
Some of these are weird answers too, because I'm going to be totally honest about them, but anyway. Well,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, these are what you guys want to know.
What toilet paper do you use?
Whatever's on the roll. Generally, it's
Preference?
Charmin. That's what I used to use. That's what. Isn't that what we got? Charmin. What's upstairs?
The puppy dog one.
That's Charmin.
Oh, is it? Wait, well, I thought you used to get the quilted stuff.
That's
Northern.
no. Now I'm using Angel Soft because apparently it was on sale.
I'm so sorry. How many
Not
sheets?
bad.
How many sheets of
Yeah. Somebody asked how many sheets I use at one time. How do you answer that? Like it varies depending on
Oh.
the amount that you have. It depends on what all your how much damage control you need to worry about. Anywhere from what 8, 15 sheets, I guess, at a time. I guess maybe.
So, front to back or back to front? They didn't ask that. Sorry.
No, he didn't.
So,
Back to front.
okay, they're asking, there's a list of these. What was the most embarrassing? And then the first one is, I guess, time that you were being sick. Like throwing up or being sick?
I think the way when I read it, it was the most embarrassing time I've ever been sick in my life, which would have been. It would have had to have been when we went to the circus, and we got Wendy's salads and came home, and I like puked my guts out at 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to call my boss. Like,
Oh, I remember that. That was violent.
you're telling me. You've never, the retching I did, the amount of what came, both ends were working. Both,
Kept waking up the neighbor's dogs.
oh, God, yeah. Oh, I retched, and I retched, and I retched, and I retched, but that was that one. And that was just,
What made
that was
you
sick. I think it was a grilled chicken off the Wendy's salad.
Yeah.
I haven't had a salad from Wendy's since, because just the very thought of it. Ugh. So,
Most embarrassing outing.
see, I don't know if that means, like, going outside doing something, or coming out. Out, like, you know.
How many times can a person come out? I mean, I guess if
People who
you're
don't know.
Wiccan, you could be coming out of the broom closet.
I would say most embarrassing outing would have been the worst one. Oh Lord, the worst one. That
You didn't give this any forethought, did you?
no, I didn't. because I'm supposed to pick the most embarrassing. Oh, you and I went to see Joyce, the
Joyce
realtor
Dalton?
behind the mall at that house, and the shirt that.
That's my most embarrassing, not yours.
But I couldn't get my breath.
I know you couldn't.
And I laughed and laughed and laughed to the point that he looks at me and goes, if it was me, what would you be doing? I'm like, I'd be pissed. I laughed. It was really funny. To me, it was.
He had a good time making fun of the shirt that I was wearing in front of a
Because I
realtor.
found it in a dumpster covered in Raid.
But it's a really cool shirt,
It's a
and it was nice
tie-dye.
and cleaned up.
Well, yeah.
But in front of this nice professional woman who complimented me on my nice shirt, he had to barely choke it out and go, I got it out of the dumpster!
Yeah, that happened.
One of your more sensitive moments.
Or maybe the best, my most embarrassing, I guess when I backed into that cow.
That was the most deadly moment of yours.
True. Yeah, okay. What else is on here?
Do they know those stories?
Yeah, it's on the other videos.
Most embarrassing birthday. The first one. Was that a shocker?
It would have had to have been.
I was
Because my
kind of
birthdays aren't
joking.
usually embarrassing. They're memorable, but not embarrassing.
Nobody ever sang to you in a public place or something?
No, not like that. No, and that doesn't mean you guys get ideas to do this either. I'm trying to think. It had to have been probably when I was born. Could took me 20 hours. I think so. I'll say that. I don't remember. What did I get?
Most embarrassing date. Yeah, I suppose we could roll this along a little quicker.
Date.
Date.
My very first one with Anaya. I got the diarrhea and I had to have
On
her.
your first date?
I
And
went
she
over
stayed
to meet
with
her
you?
at Morrison's Cove Park, and the rule was to not leave the park. Well, as soon as people were out of sight, out of mind, I jumped on the back of her bicycle that had little spokes things that you stand on, like the little thingies, and went to her house, and my ass exploded for 3 hours.
Was this in the 80s?
No, this was
Bicycle
in
things?
No, this was in 95.
Hold over.
Huh?
No.
Okay.
Most embarrassing dinner.
Probably one involving my sister. Because she would have seizures in the middle of dinner. Actually, no. My most embarrassing dinner would have been a time that I accidentally... it was a Thanksgiving. I was trying to reach over the table to get, like, corn or something. And there was gravy on it, on the plate. And it started tipping forward. And all I hear is this... And I was standing behind the people that were, like, eating. They were at the table. And I hear this hot, 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 hot. Here I was dumping hot gravy down the guy's back and didn't know it until after it was over. No. So
I was thinking of a certain family member who behaves so charmingly at nice establishments. But you probably know why I'm going back.
What are you talking about?
No. A lady.
Oh. No. That's
Classy was the name of that.
I wouldn't call it classy. I would call it just pain in the ass. Anyway.
Yes. Okay, most embarrassing work-related issue.
I don't know what kind of most embarrassing work-related issue. Work-related. I'm winging it now here. Work-related.
Well, obviously these people have nothing but time.
Wait a minute. Work-related issue. Well, if it, I can't talk about
Oh,
that.
that's right.
Can't
Sorry.
dare go there. God
Yes.
forbid. Might give some
Forbidden histories.
I would say okay. Most embarrassing work would be probably a certain. Yeah, that story. That's probably the one that would be the worst because nothing else was that embarrassing. Okay, McDonald's. I'll go for that. It would be. Okay, two actually. One at Giant Eagle, this guy lost his balloons. They went to the ceiling, so he saw me trying to jump 4 feet to get the little string. So he just reaches over, bends over, picks me by my ankles, and shoves me up in the like literally grabs me by the shins and thrusts me up in the air. It was weird.
A man of action.
Oh, he was too.
Most embarrassing thing that your sister did. Ever.
She used to fart in public.
On purpose?
Well,
I wouldn't put it past
I
her.
think she could. Well, she could like burp on command too. So, but probably something that thing she ever did. That's embarrassing. Probably the time at Walmart when she fell over. When it was the old Walmart and the McDonald's was like the arches was still there. Like you could like where the men before Walmart got big, where the food part got put in. It was still like the men's section. She decided to take a seizure one time, and I had a hell of a time trying to explain to people that it would be over with, and oh god, it lasted forever. But yeah, so that's that one. Okay, next one.
What is the weirdest thing I have ever done in the shower?
See, I changed.
I
that.
who? I you? I them?
I think okay. Weirdest thing. That'd be very recent. Right after we had our second polar vortex, I decided that I needed to wash my floor mats of my car. So I put them in the shower. Well, while I was in there, mud was just running out of them. And I'm like, you know what? I could do a lot more if I was to get a shower with them. So I showered with my floor mats.
I can think of a better one.
Well,
It's not going to be the first thing you're thinking of, but you do like to trim unmentionable places.
why
in
is
the
that
shower.
so weird?
I think it's weird.
To trim in the shower?
Yes.
What, down there?
Yeah.
Why is that
Well,
weird?
not there, but there.
I have a hairy ass. Why is that such a problem?
Because of the amount of
I will admit,
debris
it
in
looks
the
like
shower.
someone clear-cutted an ape when it happens. It looks like someone razored an ape. Yeah, it's a pile. Like, that's a lot of hair. Anyway.
what's the cost of your lighting bill? Well,
I don't know who would Why? Dollars and change.
depends on the month. Some people like to keep themselves toasty warm.
And some people like to feel like they are in
Some people like to
Siberia.
have cheap electric bills.
Yeah. So anyway.
Favorite tire tread?
Yeah, that's not a weird one.
You've got studs on right now.
Well, they're from opposite.
It's March.
I would have to say my favorite tire tread. One's actually grip the road.
Favorite element of the periodic table?
Yeah, I don't understand. Iron, I guess.
Is that one? No.
Yes, iron.
Let's see. Oddest moment in Walmart. Lots of things happen in Walmart.
Yeah, a lot of things happen in Walmart.
You tend to get approached by little old women that want to give you attitude.
Yeah, it's not like a reoccurring theme. I would say the oddest moment. The oddest moment. Wait. Yeah, I would have to say this was years. This was when I knew you. I was in Walmart one night by myself. I was Christmas shopping. It was like in November, or right after Thanksgiving. I think it was like that kind of time of year. And it was on the overnight, and I actually was off work, so I went in there, and this guy had basically got like one of the 5-quart things of motor oil, the great big things. Like, I'm not a picture here. And apparently, I don't know who did it, but someone came by and like poked it with like a knife, and he had a trail of oil all the way around the store. And the guy, when he got up to the register, the guy was running around with a mop and bucket trying to clean up this trail. But that
I was going to say, was there a pile of explosives at the other end?
no. But I would say that was an odd moment. But the oddest would be probably one of the most embarrassing ones. That happened when I knew you. Was I went into the back to get something, my Diet Dr. Thunder. Well, I was getting Dr. Pepper at the time, diet, and the one bottle fell off the shelf. I was trying to put it in the basket, and the one I put it in, grabbed the second one, and when it did, it fell down and shot like a rocket up over the top of the shelving. And while I'm trying to reach that one, stopping, the other one falls out of the basket and rockets underneath. So in the course of like 3 seconds, excuse me,
Yeah,
3
it went downhill fast.
I lost 4 quarts of liquid. So I just kind of tipped away.
And he's like incredibly sensitive about the, absolute soda ability of his soda. So he about cried when this
Oh
happened.
god, yeah. Because I sent a 2-liter. The tip of it. Give me that. What? That. I'll show you what happened.
Don't show the label.
No.
I
Product placement here.
know, right?
Here, I'll show you what happened. The the one, lovely. The
It's not
one felt, it's all backwards. I grabbed a hold of it, and it started coming down, and it hit like this, and it cracked it up, and this way it would, it just shot up over the thing. The other one in the basket, while I'm trying to like, it falls out. This hits and shoots underneath the shelving, and I get up by the produce and says, "Can we get a clean up back at the soda?" And I'm like, "I'm out of here." So I was like, that was it. So anyway, okay.
Wow. Most memorable visit to a sex shop.
I was getting trained, and I had to learn how to clean up after people are done in the booths.
You pulled a meatloaf? You went to get employed at a sex shop?
Tried to. They hired me on. I
was going to say, why
I
did
went
they
to
employ you?
Blairsville for the Climax, which is that really cool adult store that you can drive through, because you can drive through. It's like a peep show thing. It's still there. It's just not called the Climax anymore, but it was the infamous Climax out there. And I would go into it to go get trained, and they had to show me how to clean up after people were done juggling their jollies, if you will. So,
For real?
oh yeah, you know what? These like horse gloves, like you were going to drink and send
I
a
would.
horse. And these like barrels of stuff, they like clean up the sanitizer and stuff. And after 2 days
Lots of
of it,
bleach?
no, not
No?
bleach. They had stuff that'd be leather friendly. So I remember that was a big deal. We had to worry about the leather. I'm like,
I still
okay.
need to go to Pittsburgh. I have a purchase I need to make.
So
Okay, moving on.
what toothpaste I use?
Yes.
Arm & Hammer baking soda with extra baking soda that I just pack into the brush. Kind of like, smear it across and then push it down in. Keeps these things decent. That's it.
Favorite incense?
Anything earthy, saddlewood.
Sandalwood?
Sandalwood. What did I say? Saddlewood.
Saddlewood?
Sandalwood.
Is that a different one? Okay. Body measurements.
Oh God, Lord. I'd have to say
Your ear, nose.
I have a 15-inch neck. Well, I did.
Good Lord.
My arms were 14s. Now they're probably a little smaller because I haven't lifted forever. My waist is a 30. I wear a size medium shirt to a large shirt, depending on the brand. My shoe size is a 9.5, 10.5, again, depending on the brand.
How many quarters? So we are pants. What was the largest you wore down to your
40 waist.
Hill?
Actually, no, my biggest ever when I was 15 was a 44. I was 5 foot tall. I was huge. I was like the biggest kid in my school. Now I would.
Now he can fit in each pant leg.
Yeah, literally. Like, for real. I'm like half the man I was.
Yeah, you moved it. Where am I? Immortal robot? What? Oh, wait.
As far as body measurements are concerned, I'll let that go. Go ahead.
Height. Favorite height? What? Favorite height? I set my lawnmower deck to cut grass. You wrote these in first person,
Yes.
but you want me to read them to you.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my favorite. I don't know. 2, I think. A 3. No, I don't bald the yard, but I don't leave a hayfield. It's like in the middle somewhere. But it's a hair.
You, a happy medium? How refreshing.
Well, my word.
Okay. What do you take for an upset stomach?
Pepto-Bismol, or I take Imodium.
Do you want to be an immortal robot or vampire?
And I know who exactly asked me this.
Aren't
Maureen,
robots all-
I want to be a vampire. Well, I do. That's I thought. I gave that like 3 days worth of thought.
You tend to spend a lot of time awake at night.
See, that's agreed on.
How many times have you moved?
20. Oh Lord. Okay, let me think of this on her. What do you got? 1.
What were you moving?
Everything I own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, don't do that. Wait. Oh God. The first 10 are always the hardest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I moved 18 times. Good God. Moving on.
Okay.
We're already at 20 minutes here.
Oh, you have limits these days? We
It
can
will
a
take
break
it 4
and come
days to
back.
upload.
Should we take a commercial break?
No.
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 Moved. What do you do with pistachio shells? You leave them lay beside the bowl in piles.
They get thrown out.
Which do you like better, Superman or Batman?
Batman.
The Penguin.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say Batman. I always related better to Batman than Superman for some reason. Anyway.
Which do you have more of, CDs or cassettes?
Well, I have a ton of CDs, but everything now is on a laptop. But I'd probably have to say I probably really do own more CDs and cassettes. Now, cassette tapes, like as in VCR stuff, there's a ton of those. But if those, like as far as music, like cassette for like a tape player, it's still more CDs.
Hey, what happened between you and Lisa?
I don't know what is the deal with that question. That's what somebody sent me.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know what happened between you and Lisa. I don't know who you even are. Like, you wouldn't even tell me. I actually responded
He's
back
like that.
asking them, who are you? Like, how do I even know who? They wouldn't tell me. So, what happened? Apparently, maybe it was a good thing because you can't even tell me your name. I don't even know who you are. Anyway.
Sorry, Lisa. Favorite holiday and why?
Christmas, I decorate and I act like Martha Stewart. And I bake to the point where I will work an oven to death. And I kill mixers. I killed 3 this year. 3 mixers. I baked
3? That's a lot of cookies.
Yeah, I this year totally, as far as baking is concerned, I can promise you I did probably close to 1,000 cookies I baked.
Wow.
For real, like that's probably a little low though. I probably did 1,200. Good Lord, yeah, I bet I did, and a lot of them would be. Huh?
Oh, I was going to move on. But
Go ahead.
Continue.
No.
Favorite drive-through memory?
The dude that came
Legal.
through line that looked like Santa Claus, but he had a car, white Buick, covered in blood with smears all over the windshield. And I looked at him, and I'm glaring at the car. You can't help but notice this. And he's like this Santa Claus farmer in the Dale outfit he had on, and he had to do a pelvic thrust to get to his wallet. And I'm like glaring at the hood because there's all this blood smeared everywhere. And he's like, I think I might have hit something. I'm like, yeah,
Something or someone.
like, he didn't seem all that concerned. And the windshield wipers had smeared the blood. Oh, it was nasty. Bumper to bumper. I took his plates down. And that's one of them. I think. I've had people come through naked. I had people at Halloween come wrapped up as mummies in toilet paper, totally naked. I bet you, once they found out that I was gay, I had a ton of guys, straight ones, come through.
Allegedly.
Yeah, they were quite the group. I bet you there was 50, 60 guys would come through, and they would just occasionally have their shirts on. They take their shirts off, and it was interesting.
Did you ever get any underwear thrown at you?
No, but I had someone hand me a condom
Really?
with a $20 bill attached to it.
Wow. Did you take him up on his offer?
He was taken care of, trust me.
Favorite color?
Deep, deep dark green. That's all.
Okay. Boxers or briefs? Yes.
You missed one.
Oh, you want to go back to that one?
Yeah.
What is your favorite candy?
Anything sugar-free, but I have to be careful because a word of caution, it blows my ass apart because of the maltol in it. So when I go home, just gotta be careful. Cleans you right out.
If you ever want to surprise a friend who, has problems with sugar and you want to get them a sugar-free cake for their birthday, keep that in mind.
Yeah, really.
Favorite sex
You
position?
still missed it.
What?
You jumped it again.
Jumped what? We did broccoli. You didn't
I
answer.
didn't answer it yet. Tell me you get the other one first.
Which one? Favorite candy?
No.
I did. Boxers or
There you
briefs? I answered. It was yes. Good Lord.
I wear boxer briefs. See? Thank you.
Can we see?
Yes, you can see.
Okay.
That just totally got me freak views.
Too bad you showed off that soda bottle earlier.
I look like I'm fat because of this, but no, look, seriously.
Would you like us to take a 360 here? Is that what's
we'll do
going
it this
on?
way.
Good lord.
Here we go. See, these are boxer briefs. Okay, here, want a name brand? There you go. Whoa, there you
Oh
go.
my god.
Oh god, is it cold in here?
Yeah, it's a little chilly. The place.
Crazy.
So moving right along to your favorite sex position.
Yeah, it's cold here. Favorite.
Doesn't
Oh,
have to be
favorite sex
any.
position. Several. All I asked is favorite sex
Could it be
position.
warm in the room?
I'd have to say.
Working on that vampire look.
Favorite sex position. I'm a bottom, so on my back, but I gotta keep
Depending on the
my socks on because I get cold feet. So,
Really? Okay.
or I like a lot of them. I do. Like, I think as long as I'm having sex, it's a good position. So,
As can be agreed to by just about every man listening to this thing. Of course, maybe the women too. I shouldn't be sexist. Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity. Okay, what's next?
Most memorable Halloween.
The one
South.
that the cops showed up and accused me of growing marijuana in my flower pots outside, and I wasn't.
That was on Halloween?
That was like the week of it.
Oh, okay.
They accused me, and it wasn't. It's a really neat alien-looking weed. It looks like pot. I will admit that, but
Only
pot
it
don't.
has flowers.
Yeah, it bloomed. He walks over and goes, "I report you were growing marijuana," and I'm like, "You mean that stuff?" He's like, "That bloomed." I'm like, "I know. I planted it."
How big are your bits and pieces?
This is someone from the UK because that's not a phrase you would say around here. God, is it cold here? How big? I'm not gonna say how big, but I'll tell you what condoms I use. But
You can fit a lot in a condom.
I don't like my. I don't like some Mr. Happy shrink wrapped. I can't stand that. I can't feel anything. Magnum XL, they sell them at Walmart, and they're shrink wrapped in the. Should have cropped them.
They make them with like extra room in the tip.
I would probably use them then. I think Duralex
don't know
makes
about
one size a little bit bigger, but I can't find them. You have to order them. Anyway, what's next?
Did you answer the question? I guess not exactly.
Well, as far as the
Close
size is concerned, it's more of a, Magnum XL. I have to use those. Anyway.
Everywhere women's clothes.
Oh, I can't type. Have I ever worn? Yes, I've worn women's clothing before. I dressed in drag once.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, for his birthday. I did
Happy
that.
birthday to me.
I'm a horrible drag queen.
You weren't really trying.
You know,
He was trying as hard as a high school football player would.
That's about what I know too. I would say I did. I've put my mom's clothes. I've worn my mom's bra before, my sister's bra, which they're busty. I've worn a couple of the girls' shirts. Your friend Lisa's clothing that one time.
I've worn Lisa's clothing.
I've had to wear.
Truth or dare, Jenga.
I did. Yeah, I would say I've worn one. I have no problem doing it. I mean, I don't look great in it, but I've done it. My mom steals my clothes all the time. Between her and my sister, I could figure out why the chests of my shirts were so stretched out.
Well, before you move on, what's your drag name?
Oh, Blackie Adams. And it's your mother. It's the first pet you had growing up and your mother's maiden name, which is Blackie Adams. There.
Rocco Martini.
Rocco Martini.
Ever lose your eyeball? Have you ever lost it?
Yeah.
Like
one
lost
time,
it?
it went down the drain. I had to take the trap out in
Get it out the
the
trap.
sink. I had to actually get underneath and I like the little S trap thing. I had like pop it loose and get my eyeball back. It fell down in. I thought I chipped it. I was really upset about that.
Understandably so. Good Lord, this is a long freaking. Oh, there's
That's
the end.
it. The end of it.
Yeah, feel free to pause, grab a refreshing drink or something. So
What else?
moving on. Worst accident at home.
I fell down a flight of. There's a couple of those. I fell down a flight of steps because my Jesus Cruisers, aka sandals, threw me. The time that I. Oh Lord. Okay, it didn't involve me. It involved my sister. I was not. Well, I was sleeping when it happened. My sister had a problem towards the very bitter end where she would pass out and fall over, and our bathroom was right above our kitchen, how the house was built. And I came into her mom's like, I have to talk to you. I'm like, what? She goes, Jenny was upstairs in the bathroom, and I heard her fall over. I'm like, okay. And she goes, but here's the weird part. I'm like, what? She goes, Ken, I heard her fall over, and I swear to God, I heard wood splinter. And I'm like,
Oh, that's horrible.
that.
I don't know if you
But
want to.
my mom was like, I heard wood splinter. It was like,
Jeez.
it's not funny.
Speaking of hearing wood splinter, do you happen to recall getting shoved off of a bed that was about
Oh, yeah, we
5
were
feet
living-
off the ground on cinder blocks?
Yeah, we had no place to store our totes, so I put them under there. And him and I were wrestling back and forth, and I just went off the
I
end
just
of the bed.
shoved him, wasn't thinking, and I just
We're
watched
talking
him
like
vanish.
4 foot. Like, I totally fell. I crashed.
It
I laughed
hit
my
hard.
and I laughed my butt off. I didn't even get bothered by it.
Not right away, you didn't.
I
It was
was
absolute silence. And all I could think of is the cinder blocks.
Yeah, I totally got pushed off from.
I thought you died.
No, I just disappeared. What else
Manslaughter by
was
cinder
it?
blocks.
Well, wait, hang on. It was the most accidents at home.
No, that
I
was
one
the
time
worst
was filling a double well bucket to mop, and I went to throw the mop in, and it flipped the bucket over, and I go running for towels and stuff, and I'm throwing paper towels down and whatnot, and we're talking like 5 gallons of water here. It disappeared. I couldn't figure out where it went to. I ran downstairs. There's a waterfall coming down over my mother's clothes, all over the laundry. It just poured down water, like 5 gallons of water came down through the floor.
Maybe you could tell us how you clear out a clogged sink drain when your family's away on vacation.
Are you talking about the time that I had that eruption? Yeah, don't pour sulfuric acid down a sink.
How much?
The whole, I think it was 2 gallons.
I thought it was just a bottle. 2
No, it
gallons.
was like a great big thing, like a Clorox container. And it like flipped it, and you're supposed to put a bucket
Before
over.
my time.
And on this, all these little warning labels, I didn't read them all, and it said that you're supposed to put a bucket over the drain hole in case of an eruption. I didn't read that far. It erupted. It went everywhere. It just foamed back up. It looked like someone took a bottle of Diet Coke and Mentos, just cleared out that darn thing, and I had to replace some stuff.
It pitted the sink, didn't it?
And then I already screwed that sink up.
Wow.
Accidents at home. Accidents. I think that's pretty. One time I backed the car up into a pile of skids and took it off its wheels. That happened. Is that what it was?
I can think of a car you backed into a docking
A dock.
bay.
Cost you $375 to fix that bumper.
And if only somebody had mentioned to you before not to back so close. Several thousand times.
This is my video.
All right, well, best time in bed.
Other than
He
sleeping,
slept soundly.
the best time in bed. Probably when you and I were at Hershey down at that hotel because it was
Good Lord.
7 hours.
What was that about this being your video?
7 hours. Please leave.
Oh, God.
I remember that.
My,
We got there at
things have changed with
7:15.
time.
7:30. We were in a hotel room. Next thing I know, it was 2:45. Because I hear a please leave. I think we covered as many.
Well, you
sex-
didn't know at the time that you were a bottom.
No, I didn't. I thought I was a top. I found out I was a bottom. Oh God, that one
There was a little roll.
Now, mind you, that's from 7:30 to 2:45. And Hurricane Ivan was hitting the state at the time. It was over my birthday.
Yeah, there was lots of flooding on the way down.
Yeah,
He was thrilled.
Yeah, we got there and then banged like bunnies for hours.
Good Lord.
Well, we did. So anyway,
I plead the fifth. It's not my video.
Okay. What else is here?
I don't know where we're at. Ever met a famous person other than yourself?
Yeah, I've met like a celebrity. I met Denzel Washington, Chris Pine from Unstoppable, being a movie extra. I get to meet these people. I got to meet down at my agent. I got to meet Matt LeBlanc from Friends. He was actually doing a workshop.
He's hot.
And he actually was great during the filming of Friends, but every Friday morning they would dye his hair black to play Joey. I learned that.
You've been
famous.
close to Meatloaf physically. but
Very
you've never met him.
close.
Oh, wait. Didn't he tell you to F you?
You had to bring that up. We were in concert, and I was by myself out at the A.J. Palumbo Center out at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh. And I got real quiet, and I said, hey, I'm screaming, wake it up a bit, because he kept getting real quiet singing, because he never gets quiet. And he looked at me and went, I was a little bit pissed about that.
Didn't you throw it right back at him?
No, I didn't. I wanted to, but I did. I think somebody else might have.
Oh, I thought
didn't.
you did.
I never say that to people. That's one thing you'll find with me. I do not say F you, F off, GD it, or JC. I will if before I get that. If I get that mad, I walk away first. I
Yes,
have
he'll
enough-
walk away and he'll spend the next 3 months plotting your demise.
I'm not plotting it. I don't think of things. I let karma do my dirty work. So,
we've tried to keep your karma from burning down buildings.
oh my god.
He thinks evil things about people until something bad happens in
And
their
then I feel
life.
justified.
And then he feels fine. Anyway, I'm supposed to be reading. Let's see. Ever do drugs?
You missed one.
I can go back to it.
No, I've never done drugs.
You
I
don't
never
even
smoked.
Me either.
I've had a cigarette in my mouth. It wasn't lit, but the menthol off.
I did not inhale.
Yeah. No, I did. It wasn't even lit. In fact, I have a picture on my phone because I was actually joking around with it. I've held people's cigarettes from, but I've never smoked one, and I'm never going to. These are my lungs. I like the way they are. So,
Do you own any sex toys?
yes, I own several.
I need a new one.
I have a butt plug that's purple lavender. It looks like something out of Ladies' Home Journal. I own this thing called.
What happened to that giant black mechanical
I
thing?
still have it.
He can't handle
It's humongous. Like I
Your
cannot
eyes are
get it.
bigger than
I
your-
can't get it in. I've tried. I can't. It's got to be this big around. I'm serious. My butt doesn't. It's a whole stretcher. It's like what's the word?
Traffic cone? It's not
Something
quite
like
that bad.
It's really a lot, and there's a little piston inside with bearing things on it, and it goes up and down like this, and it takes like 4
He was
batteries.
ambitious when he bought it.
Oh God, it was half price. So, and I had to overnight it because I was so convinced I had to have this traffic kind of a butt plug shoved up my ass. Yeah, I couldn't get it in, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried. I was so eager to get it in there. I was at one point I'm like bouncing up and down, like it wouldn't go in.
Oh my god.
I'm serious. I think I spent 3 or 4 hours trying to get that in there, and guess what? It wouldn't go in. So I'm like trying and trying, and then I turned, and one time I finally said, "Okay, I'm gonna work on the front. You work on the back. Please turn it on." That gave my butt
That's about what
nightmares.
this sounded like.
That gave my butt nightmares, like night terrors. Like I'm trying to find someone who actually could take on this beast because it's a lot. It's a big sex toy. I should have dug it out and showed it, but I didn't know. So anyhow, next question.
Are you circumcised?
Yes,
Do you like vaginas? Vajayjay.
I don't have a problem with them. I don't really want to go down on one. I came out of one.
That was very political. I don't have a problem with them.
Well, I don't. I don't have a problem with them. I just don't really have any desire to be in there.
Have a favorite porn star?
Connor Habit, Cody Keller, Adam Rightmore, and there's a new guy. I can't think of his name, but I've been noticing.
Austin Wolf.
I haven't seen him.
Favorite clothing?
Eddie Bauer.
Simple. Worst time at Sheets?
I was pumping gas, paid for it, I forgot to take it out of my vehicle. I pulled away, and the whole hose got ripped off. I had to walk.
You did that?
Yeah, the key. I was fueling.
I've seen the hoses, so obviously.
Yeah,
you didn't
and
do
I
that.
was done, and I went inside to get my MTO thing. Came out, got my vehicle, left, and I ripped it off.
Did it start gushing fuel?
No, it has a shut
Shut
off, the safety shut off. And I had to walk in holding this hose going. I think this belongs to you guys. They said, oh, that happens. They didn't even charge me for it.
Okay.
It shut the pump off the rest of the night, but
Shower or grower?
that's supposed to be shower.
Shower or grower?
I'm a little bit of both.
He's white.
I'm white.
Yes.
Oh, that's how you come to that. That's nice. It's real smart. No, I would think I'm a combination of the two because even I impress myself sometimes. Well,
With the right. Oh wait, what was the quote? Shit, shit, shit. Wait. Oh crap. Sorry. was I can't remember. With the right inspiration, the lad sports a woody the size of a mooring pin. Just ask your lady.
That's off of an interesting book that I can't listen to because I actually get turned on listening to it. Like,
That was a fun discovery, that trip.
every time you play the scene in the truck, I would get fired up. Like for something, there's something, and you came in.
Fool by Christopher Moore.
Yes, and the guy that did the narration, like every time I heard his voice, I would start getting fired up.
Which is hilarious because normally you can't handle accents.
I know, for some reason, I'm so programmed
It
with
was
that
working.
voice. When I hear that guy talking, I immediately am in the mood. Like I get an itch, and it needs scratching. Like I get really wound up. Like normally,
It's a good trip.
I can easily take care of myself 3 times a day, not a problem. Even being a 33-year-old, I can do it 3 times a day. But when I was younger in high school, every time I sat down, I got an erection. Like we're talking like so hard you could hang a bucket of coal at the tip of it. Like it'd be
Who
aching.
does that?
It would ache. And then as I got older, it still kept doing it. And I can easily, if I wanted to, like I get bored, I can easily do it 7 or 8 times a day. My record is 10. But by the last 2 or 3 times, you really just have the orgasm, but you don't actually have anything happen.
Dust.
Yeah, it's like trying to get oil from a water spout. It
You're,
doesn't.
you're not really supposed to go quite to that point. You could hurt something.
Oh, speaking of which, Jig, okay.
Oh, you have to go there.
I have this problem. A friend of mine from up north, who my mother's calling
You
me.
didn't turn your phone off.
It's gonna die though. 'Cause she gonna...
Well, should you?
Hello,
Hi, Joy.
my phone's gonna die. I'm doing a video. What do you need?
I can do a little tap number.
Shit, it just died.
Aw.
Where's your phone?
Oh, it's not mine. Oh, yeah, it is. Huh.
Call.
These poor people just want to
I
go.
can
I
edit.
mean,
We're at 43 minutes.
they've been really patient.
Anyway, I'll wind up and call my mom in a minute. Anyhow, we might do more questions later on. That was all I got for now. That was a week's worth.
Felt like it.
But there are some weird questions. I better finish up that thought. I have this problem. When I masturbate too much, I've been known to make myself bleed. And I have this bread wrapper thing. That it does. It's really weird. It's like a vein pops out. I thought it was a tendon, but like a vein pops out.
You know, you can use lube.
I do. I use spit.
I think after the 3rd time a day, that's not enough.
No, seriously.
Your body is telling you it's not enough.
But
Your
no,
body is saying no. No.
It's just weird because now, like, when I do, I haven't had it for a while. The bread wrapper, that is. But you know what's funny though? When I'm actually having sex, I don't ever get that. Only when I'm by myself. Well, I was told I do this pepper grinder thing to it. Like, how do I even do
Don't
it?
let him near you, guys.
Like, I somehow do something with the top and, like, the helmet and
What's the rating of this video?
Oh, I have that. Oh, yeah, you guys got to check out the Can You Believe It After Hours, because that's, oh, my God, you need to seriously drop a heat.
I feel perfectly fine.
Chris, you
It's warm in here. Good lord.
Anyway, but we
Are you really cold?
well, it's not exactly shiver me timbers, but I'm not far from it. So, anyway, you guys go check out that other channel I have because I'm gonna be doing a lot more sex stuff on it. Like, there's a lot I'm gonna be doing. I already have some stuff on it. Right now, I'm working through the history of condoms.
And thanks for asking about me. I've been doing well. I've been working out.
Oh, you actually have a tricep.
That's over here.
You might get a few phone calls now.
I've been working out for a year.
You're a hard
It
hitter.
took forever.
So anyway, but no, that's basically just the questions for right now. I think. Don't mind me. I'm children.
They're sitting there with their mouse. They're like, I can move on to something else finally.
But yeah, you can send more questions. I might do a second video. I'm just tired. I've been fighting this sinus thing for 3 weeks, and it's starting to show its signs on me. And it is getting late. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I get up every morning at 5, and I never get my bed until like 11 or 12. So anyway, beside that, thanks for the questions. I didn't mean to like tell too much, but you guys listen to all this stuff. So. Torture them. So anyway, I gotta
Obviously,
call
he's
my
being
mother. But I will talk to you guys later. You guys be good. Be
It's
good
fine.
at it. You can't be good at it. Have fun trying. And say goodbye.
Bye.
I thought he was gay. Anyway.
All
Alright, guys.
See ya!